think it's almost time. Just need to get some more viewers, and then start it. For now, maybe. Hello, sir, the mother clucker. Hello, sir. Anything. Anything that's downloadable. It's like the beginning of the season is still downloadable. Alright. I think it's gonna take a while to get views. Furgo Black versus Swift. Which one? Oh, the Viaduct game? The product? Do I have it downloaded? I don't think so. Maybe. Hmm. Does anyone else have it? Request Pete demo reviews? I mean, if you give me something, an STV, or probably. Wait, I'm an AFK. No, you didn't get rejected. But I was gonna wait until like people, like a bunch of people requested stuff, and then I just like picked something. But I should have probably like played like a pug first, like get more viewers, and then like changed. But there's not really any pugs going on. It's gonna take a while. Furry Lager Swift. I realized every match I've played so far this season was either a roll or 2 hours long. Yeah, it might not be the best. I don't even have my own POV from that match, dude. I reformatted my computer after that season. And, that shit's gone. My first match, my first ESA match on my computer is from 10/17. It was like a month after. Alright, let's get some. I literally have all. Dude, I used to. I saved. When I was reformatting my computer, I saved everything from my computer. Literally every single file. Except my POVs. The sad part about it is I was in the middle. I wasn't really in the middle, but I picked out some demos for a friend of mine that was maybe eventually going to make a video if I ever gave more clips, and there were like at least like 30 or something, if not like more, that I didn't even go over, and well, they're just gone. No more frag video. Play some scout. 30. Okay, we need some more. I'm graduating in December. Requests for what? Requests for demo review. Review bot mode in our match on product. I missed it. How many? You said it 3 times. I did. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible streamer. Okay. Bot mode. What is it? Oh, what's wrong, team? I could do that. So that's 1 vote. Let's get a couple more votes so we get some variety. Why do you have your account marked as a bot? Me? Do I? How do I not? Marmalade versus meat market. Just 1. Okay. Do something cool. I'm gonna demo review. That's pretty cool. But Banny on I-58. I don't have that. Oh, maybe I could find that though. Yeah, there's also this website. Yes, I could do this. Alright, so we have this match, we have bot mode, we want a request or a couple requests for this one, bot mode POV. It could be bird's eye view or POV, I don't care, by the way. Or Marmaloo, or I-58, what is this? How do I, what is that? It doesn't show that for me. Slum Shed I series? Well, that never happens. Unlucky. What the fuck, Pete? Why do you have me marked as a bot? What the fuck, dude? Oh. Alright, 1. Bot mode versus Marbles. 2. Marmalade versus Meat Market. 3. I-58 Banny versus Full Tilt. Alright. Does this work? Did it work? I don't want to really watch one that's a roll, by the way, so I might like amend some of these. I refreshed. Where is it at? What? Oh. Alright. Only 8 votes? God damn, guys. Yeah, what the fuck? What are you guys doing? Alright, I'm gonna have to make a decision myself. These are very good. Don't want to watch Banny? Okay, yeah, we should watch Yomps. Yomps, Ronan Yomps. What season was Ronan Yomps? Was that 21? Or 20? What season was Ronan? 20 was the Banny. Is that what you want to watch? 21? 21 grand finals. Or 21, like, well, alright, here we go. Alright, now we look at the logs. We go to Yomps. Wait, no, Yomps, it was 20. The season that Banny got third and Yomps got first was 20. Isn't that the one that you, oh, fuck. What did I just close? Oh. Yeah, but I can find it. It's just, it's fucking here. This is the season you guys are looking for, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about watching this one though. I feel like we should watch season 21 where he lost. That would be more entertaining. I feel like we should watch Yomps when he was better though, shouldn't we? 22 is when Yomps was just getting as good as Sugar? Yeah, okay. I think we should watch Yomps when he was a little better. Because he kept getting better. So, let's see. What's season 23? This is getting rough. What do you guys think? Watch the LTV from the season when Furio played at ALML in the 5v6. I don't know about that one. Yeah, okay, I'll ask Yomps. Season 22? What's that? That's probably a good one. Ooh, this is... Huh, I remember that match. He fucking tried his dick off. Am I looking at this right? Furio Black... look at this! That is so funny. Because they used that roster. Season 23 was pretty good to go. Yeah. You know, I kind of want to watch something more recent. Come to think of it. Let's see him not being able to carry hard enough. Oh. 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 No, not that one. Not that one. That's not the season. Maybe season 25. He fucking tried to... What does that mean? Season 22 or 24. Okay. Season 24, I feel like he played better. Alright, let's pick a map now. Badlands, Process, or Sunshine? You don't want to win or a loss? I don't care. Or we could watch a 60 burger. No, I already watched it. That like, no, I'm not gonna watch that actually. Alright. Wait, the season... Whoops. Was I fucking muted? Bamo's in my chat, and I said his name. I'm tilted. There's nothing to watch. Wait, what? Oh no, this isn't even a real game. What the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking done, dude. I'm just downloading what. Fuck this. This is what I'm doing. Here we go. I-63, STV, playoffs, grand finals. Oh, I didn't mean to download. Actually, cancel. Now find me a close game. This is gonna take forever. If I look through it, were any of these close? Was I-63 close? Was I-58? Fuck you, Yums. I tried watching this, but like, what am I watching? What is this, Yums? What the fuck were you doing? I-63 was close. Do we? I kind of want to watch Blaze. Fuck this, dude. I'm watching Blaze. What? Find me a Blaze POV SDV now. Blaze SDV now. We're just gonna fucking... Okay. No, this is what we're gonna do. This is easy. Easy, easy, easy. Season 28. Was that close? No, it wasn't. Season... Okay. Season 20... Season 19. Playoffs. Alright, this shit was probably close. So we're gonna watch. Oh, look at this. Perfect game. Perfect! This is what we're gonna watch. No, it's a roll. 5-1. Too quick, too quick, too quick. Oh, look at this. This is even better. This is perfect! Okay, this is the one we're watching right here. Season 19 process. Season 19 playoffs process finals ESA match. This is what we're fucking watching, guys. Blaze POV. Alright, Yums is a better streamer than me, dude. Yeah. Although, Yums would never go over a demo with you guys. Am I complicating things? Am I really complicating things? Fuck you, Yums. Thanks, bud. I love you. Hold on. Alright. Why don't you stream scrims? Because I'm not a big streamer. Here we go. We're fucking starting. This is it. What's the Blaze crosshair? I think it's this. I don't know though. Okay, we're gonna take this very seriously, by the way. Boom. He rolls out, he does a fast roll on their demo. Just takes his pack, nice little spam, he doesn't want to take too much damage. He's just probably just gonna get the small pack or get arrowed. And then do some spam. Okay. Now what does he see? Their entire team is on the ground and their scouts are on the ground. He's just gonna get counter jumped, basically, and he's going to have to just counter jump back or kill their soldiers. And exactly, they feed. Alright, he actually just doesn't have to do anything because their soldiers feed and their entire team was on the low ground, so he didn't even have to do anything. Actually. But they're down 2, so you're just gonna go deep right now. Holy epic. Silly Blaze just goes a little bit too deep. Alright, I need to get in the groove. That was a bad analysis. Okay. Even Ubers. He's getting in a little hot. He's probably just gonna get this pack though, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. You need to make sure they force. He needs to live, not take too much damage, and get ready for the post fight. But they're not going to post fight because they lost. So you're just living. I need to get this on my phone. I'm just going to keep it playing, but I'm not going to say much because I'm doing something on my phone. I'm sorry, hold on. Distracting. I'm trying to open up Twitch on my phone so that I could read the chat while I, you know. Here we go. There we go. We are set. Okay, now I'm ready. Alright, so the situation... Hold on, I need to do one more thing. Fucking turn this shit off. Okay, now we're fine. He's gonna get to the second ASAP. Alright, they have ad. He's just gonna get a buff. And let's see, does Blaze go behind his combo or does he go another entrance? Flank entrance. Let's see what they do with this ad. He's spamming the gun. Kind of peeks at it in a way that he can get sniped, but it looks like they're not even playing. They had 50 ad and they're not even going off of it. It's kind of weird. Oh, okay, no, they are. So he's just going behind, and he's gonna get in. Like, he's gonna wait until the gun is down, and then he's gonna get in, hopefully with Banny. And just gonna double bomb with Banny probably. That's what he's waiting for. It looks like. So the Uber actually did nothing, so he just didn't even commit. I don't even know if they got the gun, so. So now he's just protecting his teammates. Do you like that? How Ash was like leaving, but he kind of had his Ash's exit by just shooting a rocket and putting his body there. So that's how you be a good teammate. Okay, he just. Alright, so the situation is they have Uber. He pretty much like needs to get the force here. He's kind of playing in like, not really like, okay, whatever. The Cocker just kills someone. Alright, just farming. Players walking into him. Absolutely nothing special. He's literally just peeking like in places where he's just able to slow them down pretty much because they have pretty big ad. So you're just playing in places where if they went rollout, for example, he would have just been able to force them. Was that toxic? Did I just hear something toxic? You don't understand this game. What the fuck are you guys saying? I actually can't even. I need to like actually pause this if I want to do any real analysis, like that's helpful. So I will do that. Before each situation. Sir, what? Keep. It says it playback speed? No, that's not how you watch demos. Alright. Let me try to get it at 100. Alright. Alright, they have 3 picks. They have 3 picks. He's just gonna get an ASAP. Really nothing to think about here. He's going the fastest doorway, pretty much. Getting health. And boom. Now, we're gonna take this a lot differently. I don't like I wasn't actually demo reviewing it, so I'm gonna think about his decisions and like his bombs, okay? It's gonna be a lot different. That was not very helpful. Alright, he fucked up his fast rollout. So he's not going to do anything off of it. He's just spamming. Let's see. Okay, Mela bombed. And he's basically just going to wait a couple seconds. Like, the moment like Mela lands, he's probably in prime position to be able to counter bomb instantly. That's pretty much the timing. So he's just going to high bomb probably just right here. And what does he see? He sees Decimate shooting him. And the medic on the ground, and probably in the demo on the point. I don't know if he saw that for sure, but Mela's dead right now. So what does he want to do? Well, it depends if Banny's bombing or not. If Banny's bombing, then he can really land wherever he wants. Like Decimate's like not really gonna kill him. He could honestly just land and shoot a rocket at Decimate and kill him. That's what he's probably gonna do. Land on the high ground. Or on the point. Either one is really fine. It doesn't really matter. But do you see his team now is all here? So he just has to shoot all these people. His team shooting them and he gets free kills. Or could have gotten free kills. I would have just stayed on the high ground and like shot that scout. I feel like personally, I feel like that would have been better because he would have knocked him off and he would have not killed him either. Okay. He doesn't want to die here. Pretty much, there's like nothing he could do. The only thing he could do is like roll out like here and like hope that somebody walks up into him and just fucking get a free kill, or you can go lobby and like hope that somebody goes upper IT and then he gets a force from the combo going up there pretty much, or a guy rushing him. So right now he just, or just spotting because they're not at second yet. He just literally, there's nothing he can do right now. He doesn't want to die right now. It would be really bad because Shade's not even alive yet. They would if Shade was dead or if Blaze died when another person was dead, the other team would just go in like pretty much as soon as possible. Question: would it be worth it to land on the rock and spam the combo from behind? Not really. It's a little baity. He doesn't really like. He can land in more aggressive positions and help his team a little better. He's also kind of alone, so Scout could just rush him and pretty easily kill him. I think that's pretty. It's not. It's a little too baity. Okay, this is interesting. He's playing by 1 to try to get the forest. Blaze does this thing where he plays close to entrances, like for example like Gully with like a little bit of a buff, Gully choke, and he just like tries to get the solo force with like maybe a little bit of spam, and he just plays in like these angles to get a forces, which is pretty effective. Like his role on this team is very expendable to get forces, which is alright. Alright, he wants to bomb the exit. Instantly, when there's 3 players alive like this, he instantly wants to bomb, not the point, but like either right here or exactly where he is. And he just wants to pretty much just be behind them. Not behind them, but like sort of be able to cut their exit off. So this guy has to shoot him literally, and Cocker gets free rain, and he gets free damage on Fragile if needed. Yeah, I don't know if that was necessary. I guess it was fine. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Alright. He's probably just gonna go. Here's bit also. He's probably just gonna go jump him and kill him. Actually. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. I have no idea. I forgot what season. This is season 19. Alright. Okay, they have Big Ed. He has IT. Wait, is he going with his combo? Yeah, he's going with his combo right now. So this is interesting. I don't know where Banny is, but it's whatever. He clears the traps. That's a big trap to clear. Like, barely anyone clears that one, by the way. But, alright. So he's probably just going to go lower instantly after their demo knows, because their demo could just hard hold that. And you guys just... If their team was still there, they would be able to just go around the left side for free, but their team's not even here, so they just walk in for completely free. Also, why does anyone see this fucking crazy ass lag? Is this STV or my game? Okay, please add. This is so laggy, dude. What the fuck? You see these guys? I don't know, dude. When Blaze's fucking STVs have no hands. What's up, Jay? Alright, situation. Clockwork just fed. Even Uber's pretty much. Enough to take this fight. So, they're just gonna leave probably unless their team is committed. Depends on their... Or, I guess no, their heal's already there. So they're gonna try to hold this. But I don't really think they're not really set up. There's no way they hold this. Absolutely no way. There's like nothing that Blaze could do other than like see if he could help his team hold it without any chance of dying. That's pretty much how everyone on their team wants to hold it. So nothing really special. So he's 3v6 right now. He doesn't want to die. This would be a really stupid death. They're just gonna reset. The best thing to do in situations where you're down like a bunch of numbers is, I mean, you could go for a hider play, but obviously he wasn't in a position to do that. So either hider play, which shouldn't do often, or just reset. Alright, even Ubers. Donna traps IT. That's pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting. It's probably like a counterplay to something that Ronan tried doing or something very often. This is interesting. 2 soldiers. I like this. I like shit like this, where you just randomly bring 2 soldiers in a enclosed area, and you just absolutely fuck them. This shit's really smart. They know, see, dude, they know that they're gonna do an IT play, so like their team just sets up, but they kind of beef it. Alright, situation. Dawn is dead, Mail is dead, even Ubers. So, the Fragile just dies. He just wants to get kills here. He wants to play around. He kind of wants to protect his medic. He doesn't want to bomb deep at all. He wants to bomb and land in a pretty safe place. I mean, he probably hears that Decimate's weak. He's probably just going to kill Decimate and then be able to live because Dewatna or Bedonsky can't really kill him. He's a demo, and he could just jump away. So, again, he doesn't want to die. He wants to be able to protect his medic in this situation. But very good, very good. Good enough. I feel like, okay, it was pretty hard to say. Like, he saw Ash there, so he trusted his teammate to do a little bit more damage to where he could just spam him twice. See, that's the thing. If Ash was not there, then that's when you rocket jump and just fucking right into the scout's face. But because Ash was there, I'd say those spam rockets were kind of acceptable because you're trusting that he's going to hit a lot of his shots so that you kind of just split your damage half and half and he instantly dies. It was a little risky. I still probably would have jumped into that scout, though. Alright, so they're going to take this with heals. He wants to live here. He's going to play for Shay to respawn. Their whole team is going to play for Shay to respawn and for Sugar to maybe not be there. So Frio might... No, they're not set up at all. They're not. Never mind. But say they were. Yeah, Ash is a god. What the fuck? Ash actually is pretty good. Ash actually is really good aim. Alright, even Ubers. Let's see. They just... I don't know why he just peeked that. I was just like looking at my phone for a second. And like, I don't think he should have peeked that after he took like 2 rockets. That was a little... That's like, I feel like after you take a bit of damage and their team is all going to be almost always just back up and play the next angle. But anyway, Melee dies and Blaze is in a place to countersack, so he wants to be calling, I can't countersack, I can't go, something like that. And then that's when Banny knows, or Clockwork, or anyone knows. But they should be doing something else. He's able to play choke like a little bit because it really doesn't matter because Melee's dead. I mean, a scout could go behind, but he knows his boundaries. He knows that their team's not going to do that. Oh. Jump out instantly, I feel like. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Alright, again, even Ubers, he could look for something a little aggressively here because the other team is also looking for something aggressively, so you could like counterplay their aggression, but you don't want to get caught out by it, so you just have to expect it, if that makes sense. So he could have expected their team, I think one of their soldiers was dead or some shit, he could have expected a scout to rush him, so I wouldn't have like jumped into the IT, for example, but you could have like walked into it knowing that you could 2-rocket someone maybe. A little risky, but that he walked that forward since that was an option from Ascent. Alright, even Ubers, they're doing this double soldiership because they apparently know that Ronin likes... Okay, interesting. Clockwork is dead. This is... They could easily... Oh, okay, they're done, dude. So, if I were the other team right now, if Clockwork dies right there, their team can start playing like pretty aggressively, and their soldiers can bomb like pretty aggressively. Melee's not really doing that though; he's just sitting on the flank. So that would actually be an opportunity if you really think about it. If the other team is playing like how they technically like should, Melee should have maybe went choke. No, not should have. This is like an option. A good option. Melee goes choke because Clockwork is dead, and because they only have 1 scout, they can get some free bombs and some free space to walk in, especially since it's process second. So Blaze could have played IT like a bit aggressively and tried like peeking it and pushing around, but anyway, doesn't matter. Melee was there, but that was an option potentially. I'm sure Blaze thought of it, but anyway, Duano died, so he just knows he has to back up, and that's a classic. He gets an upper IT kill. But else he's dead, and Duano's gonna respawn. It's even Ubers. You might expect he's looking for an opportunity for his team, basically. Like, these are situations where Blaze is. He knows right now that his team can trade Ubers, but they might not. So he looks, and he's not relying on his team to do it. He's not waiting for his team. He's peeking as well. That's the thing about Roamer. You don't need your team to do everything for you. He peeks for himself, as you can see, and he might even go for a play. Okay, see, he calls it they're gonna trade Uber, so he just goes and does that. That was fine. So as you can see, he expected them to trade Ubers because that death. You just want to be thinking about these deaths as Roamer, pretty much. Like the number ads and stuff like that, and how you could play off of specific stuff. So, the other team still has Uber. He really needs to. They don't have a sniper, so he needs to make sure that they pop wherever they go. Duano's getting a spot for them a little bit. He's 81 health. He can't really do anything to get the force. I would say I'm getting resub right now. The fucking Furyo should probably have a sniper to get the force because they can just walk in for any of these doorways for free. Okay, Clocker sniping. I don't know why, but Blaze does this just sometimes where he just plays close 3. It's kind of weird, but he's denying lobby a little bit, and his team they don't even look at him, dude. I don't even know what's going on, man. Whatever, he just bombs free players, and literally nobody was looking at him. I don't know what to say. He was just denying their other team from getting to the lobby, and really Ronin just should have killed him with their Uber. The thing you want to do with your Ubers on last is 1 kill in a reset is very good. Killing a gun, a player, and resetting for is very successful, generally, if you actually get a successful reset. Anyway, so Furyo has Uber, and so he was just clearing IT because. Okay. I don't know. It's just he probably called. He saw he might have seen himself, but as Furyo was walking through choke, he probably saw that their team probably saw that there was a guy going IT, so he rotated it back. Nothing really too special about that. I guess the special thing is you don't want the other team to be able to fuck up your post Ubers by being it's not it's season 19 grand finals, I think. I don't know. He's just going behind to pressure the guy so that the guy can't do something in the post fight. That was the whole point of Blaze going back there. That was the whole reason we're in that. Okay, so they have 20 ed. I don't know if they're gonna use it off this, but if they do, Blaze wants to go fucking deep. I don't think Blaze wants to clear anything. I think clearing anything would be really dumb. I think going IT would be dumb. I think he wants to go Al-Qaeda or bomb through choke. Let's see if they use that ad. I mean, he could go IT. He could go IT very fast with clockwork, and they could just bust through lower IT. That is an option, but it's kind of a surprise factor because you don't really see that at all. But they're just gonna sack. So Blaney makes some room. It's a pretty shit fake bomb. It's obviously. I don't even know, Blaze might bomb right now, yeah, those are the most obvious fake bomb in the world, so they know that they saw Banny, jump in, and Banny's, never gonna commit on his first bomb if you ever played against this team. And then Blaze is just always gonna rebomb right after, so their other team is expecting it, definitely. And he just gets absolutely fucking annihilated, expected, nothing much he could do there, I guess. I mean, obviously there was a little more, but mechanically maybe, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, even they trade Ubers and they down. This is a weird situation when you're down 1 player. It's kind of as the roamer, you're looking for if you can kind of make the opening for your team to stay in the fight. I mean, that's really what any player is doing, but he's doing that from like a different angles, I guess you could say, or supporting his team. Like he's coming in late, so as their team, it might be chasing him. Sorry, as their team, the red team might be chasing Froyo. He wants to, he could just like kill players on his team chasing him because they're down numbers. That is an option, and that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what he does. I mean, what he tries to do, rather. Alright, but anyway, they're down 2, and they okay, they get a kill, so they're probably gonna repush us because Bidonski's dead. And then they're getting 1 other pick extra. So it's a little fast paced, but get that scout kill and then rebound pretty much instant. Okay. I mean, I don't know, he should have like known that was happening. That guy was there, I feel like. Alrighty. They have pretty big ad. Oh, I like this. This is super fucking underrated, by the way. Going heavy when in a last push, especially if you have time, dude, it's so fucking good. Like, it's not even, like, people would think this is a okay. He's so stupid, dude. He takes fall damage. Wastes his time. No, I'm kidding. Okay. His team's gonna go roll out, and he's probably just gonna set up right behind him. That's exactly what he wants to do, is heavy here. He's not even trolling, by the way. I hope you guys know this. I mean, he might be, but it's really not bad. He's going upper. Okay, this is actually fucking insane. I don't think they played that so poorly. The way you want to play that, if you ever have a heavy going into this shit, you definitely don't want to do something like that. You definitely want to tank your heavy as your team walks forward, and your heavy is the guy protecting your medic, and everyone else like kind of holds W, and like you just want to kind of be like the back line, like, and you just kind of it's good for the resets. You pop in, and you get the full read. You pop in, you take a side. So you pop in left side, you don't have the greatest Uber, you end on the left side, and then your heavy comes in late with a 450 buff, and then you repush. That's the way to do that. Alright. Oh, a little feedy. It's okay. There might have been a purpose behind that. To like, I don't know, it's a little feedy. Wait, was that a heavy sack play? I thought they had ad. No, they definitely have ad. What? Fuck you, Midas. Blaze? What's up, dude? I was probably drunk. Wasn't this grand finals? Alright. No, I'm not paying attention. Okay, they have numbers. He's just going deep as fuck. He could have like maybe gotten an error. He could have just maybe rebounds with 90 health to support his team a little bit and still live, but it didn't really matter. They were kind of caught out anyway. Alright. I like this. So this was something like, whoa, fuck, that could have been bad. This is something that like Roamers need to get in the habit of doing. If you are capping, you don't want to be capping with your team. Generally speaking, you want to be holding like the closest choke point that the team could pressure in. And some good ones are generally the ones with the most high ground. So that's just a general way of thinking of it, I guess. But right here, it's pretty much always that that ledge on process. Another one is right here, but it's not the best. Or above that one on that, if you can see over there. Alright, big ad. He gets his buff, maybe a little bit. I don't even know. Okay, his team goes 1, maybe? Are they? No, they're behind him. They double soldier through 5. This is interesting. It's not bad. Because they get this entire space for free, and then they get a reset. They get the reset, and then they pretty much are just gonna hold W right after. I like how he goes upper, by the way. So this was way before Scout was speed buff. Yeah. The only thing that are really different are fucking like Uber exchanges and like leaving. Not much else is different. But anyway, I like how he went on the high ground there because his team was kind of still resetting and they weren't really ready to pressure or to like double bomb into them and just hold W, which was the other alternative. You either pretty much just double bomb straight up and then hold W, or you go upper above them and you just call which one you're doing. Alright. He does not want to die here. 3v6. He's going to wait for his spawner. I mean, he could. He's not going to have a very high success rate. He's just delaying pretty much for his spawners. That's really all he's doing. Alright. His health is not very good. The team could have busted through IT. Yeah, he gets a spot IT, but that's good. All he needs is the spot, by the way. If he calls their IT, his team, he should trust his team to get the force, and he could be upper spamming upper to make sure that if they go upper, he gets the force there. All right. Interesting. I don't know what just happened. I think Frado just dropped the shade, and he just wants to play around his meta a little bit because their meta dropped, and it's a situation where their team is either gonna leave or go for desperation play. Clear sewer. And pretty nice. Clear sewer again probably a little bit. And then walk through choke or sewer. It doesn't really matter too much. Clear above awning after this. I mean, actually it doesn't really matter because there are only 2 players available and they saw both of them. Alright. Now they're going to have the Shrugger pick. Maybe? They're going to cap and probably have the Shrugger pick. That means actually he can bomb fucking pretty deep. That's what he's... Yeah. Boom. So, that's the situation. I mean, they could have done that literally anyway, but it was especially good because the scout was dead, Shrugger was dead, to go Al-Qaeda and just fucking double bomb deep straight into them and land wherever they were leaving, which was Shutter. Very smart, very smart. Alright, just getting some cap time. The thing is, whenever Banny and Blaze play Soldier together, they do a shit ton of like actual Soldier double bomb shit, whereas like pretty much any other Soldier duo, even for Soldier duos, like didn't ever really do it as to that extent. So you'll see a lot more of that here than in general. Like their coordination was good, is what I'm saying. But also they took double Soldier Ubers. That wasn't a double Soldier Uber or anything, but that was something that happened a little bit more. Alright, see, probably just does a little bit of a fast rollout. Takes the pack. Alright, Benalzi's dead. What does he want to do? Well, their demo's dead, so that means his entire team could take high ground, and that means that their team is going to feed. So there's like a couple ways of thinking about it. Like their scouts are gonna maybe like bot in through these entrances. Their soldiers are gonna bomb high. Their scout might push upper. That's pretty much all that they can do. So, but because Bedonski's dead, he could stand on the high ground and deny any guy's upper, and then instantly look back for his medic, or for player not on his medic, just literally anywhere on his team, and something like that. Or you can just chill like the whole time. Literally, that is also an option, just chilling the entire time. It depends, really. You get a feel for the team you're playing against, and you kind of know whether or not you should bomb or just chill. Sometimes the other team is just, like, not very, like, the way they bomb is, like, better for you to not counter jump, to just, like, shoot them. Alright, the other team is Ad. He needs to... Alright, this is a situation where generally you're, like, almost any map you should really get a spam force. This is probably one of the harder ones, because it's, like, just process I meant in general. because it's more open, but it's still very, very possible. Their team is set up. Duano probably has this classic IT and like sewer or choke trap or some shit like that, and then that means that IT's covered for sure, so he doesn't need to worry about that. So his two soldiers need to worry about sewer and choke, or the guys coming in. If people come in, you getting those kills, and if they full commit, getting those kills is super fucking good. It's like, it's almost as good as getting the force if your team still lives, because then you can just get the force anyway, because they're down one. It's easier, generally. Alright, but Ash dies, and so that was really bad. So they tried getting those kills, and they just didn't. I don't think they were really set up. I don't think Banny and Ash were really set up. I don't think Duano was, I don't know. They just didn't look like they were set up, basically. Maybe they were, but... Okay, they're 80%. This is a situation where he can hold close for a little bit, but he wants to instantly jump backwards and sort of deny their Uber. That's what he's probably trying to do. So if they go rollout, he would just shoot some rockets here, shoot like 1 or 2 rockets, and the moment they Ubered into him, he would just jump backwards and make sure his meta is still healing him that whole time. And it's probably what's going to happen. Okay, he kind of beefed a little bit. He didn't need to shoot 1 extra rocket. I think the moment he saw him, he pretty much could have just like shot 1 rocket and jumped out. But alright, let's see. Let's see if he does the classic semi-fast rollout. He never does it against this time. But also he just fucking... Holy shit. These are just... I'm not even gonna comment on them. There's this... He's doing it for like... They're both doing their shit for like their own reasons. It's whatever. Alright. He was behind though. This is a situation where he's calling right now. The moment he's behind, he's like, I'm bombing in 2 probably, or some shit like that. Or I'm behind them. Can you guys push? And roamers need to make sure they do that whenever they're behind. And their team, he has to know that his own team can be caught up with their own shit, and they might not be able to follow up. So that's the point of asking the question, if they could follow up. So yeah, let's see. As you can see, it's probably like it's a pretty solo bomb. I don't think it's gonna do much. The timing was probably like the comms are probably not the best right there from the entire team. Or maybe they were just leaving and he was just going for the medic. You never know what their team comms are like.
Our control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Alright, even Ubers. This is a good situation to just pretty much just hold close in areas. It's literally it. You just don't want them to peek shit. You don't want them to get in for free. This is interesting. Furyo, this iteration of Furyo had some like weird holds. Not like weird, but like holds that people don't do now because they just have different players. So like double soldier, like 1 and 2, that most popular watching the lobby. Just want to make sure your projectiles are pretty much split watching different entrances. Alright, they're down. This is a situation where he's just gonna go deep as fuck. He doesn't really need to worry about too much for hiders. That's kind of on his scouts a little bit. He's just going deep to see that if their med is caught out, or if their team is caught out, just to get as much positioning as possible. Potentially, dude, yeah, or like position, and if the guy stays, then just kill him. I don't really know what Melo's doing. That was a pretty big feed. Alright, so they get 1 spawner. It's even Ubers. He's probably just gonna sack your Banny. I'd imagine they take this pretty slow. They're just gonna chill, and then one of them is gonna just sack or some shit like that. And I guess it's like kind of like a balance. They're just like doing random chaos shit, and so he's just trying to support his team right now. Yeah, I think he heard there was a guy in IT, so he probably tried going up IT to support. That was a little weird. It was kind of hard for him to do anything too much differently, because that was kind of on, I think, like what Clockwork and Vanny were doing or some shit. Hello, move. Moveful. Uh, I guess he does this like every time. I mean, I don't know if he would be doing it now, but the thing is, wherever you hold, these are all fine. Whichever 1, 2, or like 5 above the barrels on the barrels is all fine. But you need to make sure that your other classes are like watching it, whatever you do. All right, that bomb was kind of interesting. I don't really. He was probably just trying to deny like his. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think their team like Ubered in through 4, and he tried to deny any of their flank players through like 5, but he was a free kill, and I think their team kind of beefs a little bit. All right, beefs the faster with 100 health. Sugar dies, their team can just fucking like double bomb. He's probably gonna get the small pack. I don't know if he already did actually. Just double bomb and go pretty aggressively. That's probably the instant reaction. And boom. Just they're being down a scout. Their team can play so aggressively. It's good that they react off that and do so. Free medic damage. That was only half. Quite the time.
The control point is being contested.
Alright, let's get some chat.
Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, I feel like the reason I wanted to watch Blaze also is because he does stuff that's like actually smart generally. Well, you can learn a lot. Alright, so this time he's opting to get 300 instead of doing a shitty fast rollout. Which is not all shitty, but I'm kidding. Alright, he just walks up because he knows that Benalski plays the right side like every fucking time. So he could just walk up to see if Benalski was there. And he might just walk up and try to shoot him, or he's just going to high bomb and his team's going to aggress. Looks like he's going for the high bomb and his team's going to aggress, and that's pretty smart. So, like, he sees that his team, like, he knows that his team can't, it's process. His team can't just fucking, unless his team is, like, straight up calling a whole W and ban, he's, like, deep into them, then he's not going to, like, commit onto their team. He's going to kind of go back to his own team and kill the feeders on his team, or kill the people that are walking forward and pressure them and stopping them from walking forward. And he just goes to his side, lands on his own pack. It's pretty good. He wants to go deep and kill these guys. He can land upper behind the, oh, beef. It doesn't matter though. Alright, big ad. He's looking to kill the gun. This is something that every fucking soldier needs to get in the habit of doing. If you're able to peek last, you want to kill the guns before they can set it up, because it'll make your last pushes for your team like 10 times easier. Alright. So right now, the only thing he has to be worried about is a soldier or a scout or some shit, just like, probably a soldier just like standing up here and just holding W to him with, he could just get T-rocketed. So if you do take this angle, if you go 5, or a sniper 5, so if you do take it, I would kind of take it wide, I feel like, because if you take it close, then you can get an easy chance of getting T-rocketed from the guy standing on barrels. But the thing is, he's playing, and he knows exactly what their fucking team does. He's playing against a team where they scrim like fucking like 20 times a month or something. and he knows their habits, and he probably knows whether or not there's gonna. He knows whether or not there's gonna be guys in specific areas, whether or not Melee's gonna be there, pretty much. When you're pushing last, the doors are numbered left to right. Oh yeah, this is 5.
Alert, the control point is being captured.
Blaze is known for doing like a rollout where it's like a half fast rollout where he like only slides up that but doesn't shoot another rocket and like lands right there and spams choke, but he's not doing that any of this time. Okay, so he has a pretty good buff and Dwan is dead. 2 options. His team's either gonna leave or his team's gonna commit. That's really all you can do when you're down 1, especially to your demo. And I don't know, it depends what their comms are. Let's see what they decide to do. It looks like they're going to commit, so they're just going to go deep, and he's just going to try to probably... He's just going to go as deep as he can, most likely. I mean, he might go for this melee pick because he's alone if he knows that a scout's above him and pushing him, but I would imagine... It depends on what his team is doing. Like, it really just depends on what his team is calling. If they're doing anything. If they're not doing anything, going for the safe pick is probably the play, and then rebombing, but if they're all full committing, then obviously he's going to full commit. So that's probably the way to play that. I imagine he bombs Mela, gets some free ass damage, and then he's gonna rebomb. See, the better way to play that, like the perfect way to play that, was bomb Mela, land top left. His team is holding W at the same time, and he rebombs and lands at the like 1 second after. So he bombs first, sort of, and then his team pushes. He plays a little pass and then rebombs after. That's like pretty much like the most like one of the most efficient ways to bomb. Or just full. Yeah. But they, that was good. Alright, even Ubers, and they're down 3. He's just trying to get into second as soon as possible, get the most positioning as possible. But he has to wait for his team a little bit. He's gonna land. He's gonna land here, or he's gonna land there. I'd probably land there because his team's not there fast. And he just wants to do as much damage as he can to these players, and then jump out because they're down 2, and looks like what is the score? Fur's leading, and it's a halftime. And Ascent fucking loves, they know that Ascent loves to take these refights on second. Again, you just have to know your kind of opponents a little bit. And he knows that they're going to take a trade, and he's getting in position to know that they want to take a trade, and he's just trying to do as much damage as he can to see if he can force them. He's not going to probably be able to force them alone, but he's seeing if he can force them alone with just spam. But honestly, like a couple good rockets is good enough to stop their team and have like a way better Uber. And honestly, even like fucking positioning in like no rockets, it's like still better. Anyway, they trade Ubers and looks like it's favorable, so he's just gonna go deep. Little do people notice in these demos reviews how he pre-fires the fuck out of spots, literally rolls pushes by doing that. I was just saying in general when people watch those. Yeah. I noticed that. I guess I just didn't really comment on it. He does that like a lot on like Snake Water. Like the corners. That is something that you should do. A little bit. Alright, the situation. Even Uber's 5v5. His health is pretty bad, so he can't like, he's waiting for health and he's gonna rebomb and their team is gonna full commit to the holds. That was really weird. I don't know why they didn't just like kill the scout on the point. I don't know. Alright. Their team is still capping. And they went into last with Uber, so and they were down 2, so he just wants to push the guy into spawn or get the kill. And they kind of fail at that. And they're gonna get respawns, and their team is gonna have to leave most likely because they don't even have the cap yet. It's pretty bad. There's what the and they okay. Well, I mean, it was kind of hard to see a little bit, but I didn't know that they walked into the right spawn that far. That was kind of unlucky. Where is it, Rikachu? I don't have it anymore on my computer. Alright, anyway. He's 190, going into mid, no buff. It's fine. Alright. He just, what am I watching? Fucking 2 soldiers above. This is actually like the stupidest shit I've ever seen. So then, Duana should be able to honestly just rape this shit, because I've never seen this before. Anyway, he just sees 2 soldiers above, so he just fucking bombs them, and then he's gonna fade away to the left side by his team. Or just full commit. Unnecessary, in my opinion. That was really weird. I feel like that was a Duana beef, because Duana should have been able to roll on him. But maybe they were able to do that because their team pressured Duana. Who knows? Anyway, this again, you want to play close as soldier to these entrances, to these chokes, so that they can't just get in for free, so you get eyes and anything like that. Without feeding. You want to do it all without feeding. 0% chance of dying. Oh wait. Oh, I thought the Ubers were the opposite. Whoops. Or they're fucking just walking in for free. I'm tired. Alright. Three v 3, but Ascend has heals, so, and Ash is weak, so there's literally no, like, Blaze should not die to this at all, or should not die here at all. It's like a 3v3 situation, the other team has heals. Unless he was already in a hiding position, he shouldn't die. Hello. Andrew and Yama. They have ad, so he's gonna spot IT. Clearing it out. He clears it out in ways where like he's like committing if there's a guy there to get the kill, which is like not terrible because he knows his teammates are there with him. It's actually pretty good. Alright. I feel like he's like almost always been a free kill IT if the other team goes really fast. He plays like a little bit too aggressively, I feel like. And I feel like, again, right here, he like, I don't know, he could have died. It was like, I thought it was like one step too aggressive. You never want to die there. Okay. That was really weird. Blaze just kind of missed his rocket and Miranda jumped over his rocket. And he, like, walked forward. Anyway, Shade is Uber. And he's gonna die. Never mind. Alright.
The control point is being captured.
Classic spam. But it really isn't going to be there fast enough, though. Right, Duana dies again. They're going to do the same thing. Nothing really else to say. We either full commit or leave. They're full committing onto the med. Oh my fucking lord. Don't even look at him. Quite simple stuff, really. He's just playing his own little minigame. He just knows, based off of numbers, that's pretty much exactly how you play your armor. Just based off of numbers, what are you going to do? 1 or 2 things. Well, 1 to 5 things, but Alright, even Ubers. Decimate's dead. So this is a situation where Blaze doesn't really, like, Blaze doesn't need to be IT. He could, but he's just gonna get denied by Mela, probably, potentially. He's not here right now, but he could have been, like, up there. So I feel like they could have dried. I don't know if they are gonna, but if they were to dry, I would have Blaze go choke and just double on in pretty aggressively. But they're not gonna do that. I think they were maybe just looking for like an extra pick, so that's why he went IT. Alright, lets it even out. And he's gonna get a buff because he knows that the other team's gonna do something. So he gets a buff before they do anything. He's okay, so what he does is he waits. This is the timing, simply though, this is a very simple timing. You're spotting it the whole time, and then like the moment you get your shit, you might still want one person spotting, but then you go get your own buff, and then you go back to watching it. Because the thing is, the only downside to that, if you think about it, is you go back to get your buff and their team is already there. But that's not really bad on this point specifically, because you're a 300 health soldier, and if they peek that, then you can still have control of it. And if they peek it further, say they peek it like, if they like walk up here, like Blaze could like almost full committed with his 300 and at least on a trade, or just killed the guy and lived. I mean, yeah, Blade just wanted a buff. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Right now, you just wait. Like, I don't know if like Blaze like has barely countersacked actually. I feel like Banny's probably countersacked like the most, so he's just like playing IT. Like Banny's probably like 300 health, is ready to countersack, rather than Blaze. They have a sniper. Alright. Spamming it. I like it. When I peek IT, I feel like when I peek IT, I like... Oh, fuck me. When I peek IT, I like peeking the right side first and then the left side, because I feel like it's safer, but... Blaze doesn't do that too often. But I feel like it's pretty good. Because you can catch people out like as well. Like if they're like walking up and you're just on the right side and they just like play aggressively, you can just T-rocket people sometimes to just catch them out. Especially if you're clearing IT. Okay, their team just like walks in all the way and Dawn is dead. There's nothing that he can do. He's just trying to live here. They're down 2 and they trade Ubers. He 100% needs to live. If he doesn't live, his team 100% loses. Unless they like do something really good. What the fuck am I watching? Or else he's fucking crazy. Where is my... Alright, Decimate gets a pick on Clockwork. Blaze is expecting them to do something aggressively. He's watching these entrances. It's probably going to be in lobby because they have a sniper, but he can't really do anything about it because his role is to drop 1 and 2. But that's the thing. Boom. Perfect. Clockwork might be dead right now, but he's spawning in 5 seconds. 6 seconds, whatever. The moment Sugar died, he just goes for an instant play because their team was all in lobby. Like, he knew their team was all in lobby because they just had a sniper. And the only thing that could have been happening was one player watching 1 or 2. It could have been a scout, it could have been a soldier. Probably wouldn't have been a demo, but I guess it could have. Could have been dropped, but probably not. Anyway, yeah. Good timing because he knows that Clockwork's gonna spawn. Wait. I thought it was even Ubers. What the fuck? It's still fine, I guess. It was kind of unnecessary. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if that was the best idea. If like they knew it was fucking 40 ad, that was not the best idea. But I guess like they didn't. Yeah. Pretty much. What's the score? Hey, Furrow's leading 4-3, so he doesn't need to. He's not like I'm sure Furrow and him like play dependent on the score like a little bit. And like he's not looking for anything right now, anything risky at all. He's just watching 1 and 2. Waiting for shit to happen, really. I don't really like how he peeks us, though. He, like, peeks us without 300, like, so often. Like, full committing to it. It's, like, a little too aggressive, in my opinion. Like, the other team could abuse the fact that Blaze is doing that. But he was just denying, like, the sniper, I guess. Yeah, that's what he was thinking in his mind. But you can still do that more passively. Or with a buff. I don't know, I haven't really put much thought into unbanning or banning all the weapons or anything like that. I'm sure they're not all balanced, though. He just counter-sacks off of Decimate dying. Wasn't really paying attention to the timing or anything, but I'm sure he was just right after he died. So, if he's spawning, this is like something, I guess, to like think about when you're spawning. A lot of people don't really think when they're spawning. They just like kind of look at their teammates. But you can still think like what you want to do right the moment you spawn. You want to look at your teammates to see what they're doing or see what information you have. And if their team was doing anything, like lobby, and because Blaze was dead, Ronin could have went lobby and pressured really hard, and then they could have sacked to like 1 and 2. So he's instantly gonna want to go to 1 and 2 the moment he spawns. Especially if he sees that their team is playing aggressively, he's gonna watch another aggressive entrance. Another entrance aggressively, rather, I guess. So right now you can expect something 1 and 2. This is fucking weird, dude. But honestly, like, I don't understand. Their team does this shit where they just like double soldier shit in areas, and like Benalti just plays like solo. That was like so weird. Anyway, he goes for this free kill, but like I kind of want to rewatch it, but I'm not gonna because I wasn't paying too much attention. I think someone like died. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'd imagine that going for that kill was probably not the play though, if you didn't get it right away. Anyway, 250 HP, pretty good. He's probably just gonna he just classically walks up this and then bombs, and then lands on his own side. They're basically just doing the same thing. There's really nothing to watch at this point for the mids. As you can see, he literally is doing the same like 2 things, like 3 things, same 3 things. He either bombs upper, fast rollouts, I guess that's a fourth.
Alert.
High
Control
bombs.
point is being contested. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Alright, what is this fight? Alright, 3v3, sort of, with like spawners. So he needs to get high ground on one of these entrances and play in a place where he can't be just shit on by Shrugger or Badalski. I mean, if Badalski can shit on him anywhere on the map except if he's like above here. Shrugger can shit on him anywhere on the map except right here. So the only places for Blaze to play are like up here in a very good place where neither of them can spam him that well. So that's where he wants to bomb to. Although, based on the spawners, he was probably just wait. I wasn't even paying attention to the spawners, but based on the spawners, Ascent or Ronin got spawners first probably. So he was just taking a trade and then backing up. And if Blaze didn't do that right away, what I just said about jumping the upper, then he can't do it at all because they're getting spawners. But I don't think that was really good because Ascent was like, or Ronin had better spawners. You just have to do that earlier, what I said. You kind of have to do it earlier anyway because of the class composition. If it's a soldier v scout, a soldier and scout versus a demo and scout, generally speaking, the soldier scout has to play a little more aggressively to win the fight and do a little more aggressively stuff.
Control point is being contested.
And go up. Oh, he gets piped. If he was in that situation, he probably would have been okay to die there. His team was in. And he could have been in a position, or his team was like putting him in a position where he was expendable to die. Because his team was already peaking. So it would have been an easier force. Alright. Gets his buff. So you want to get your buffs every once in a while in this situation. It's really, really slow, dude. I think it's tied or some shit. And Clockwork's just sniping against Decimate. So based off of the fact that they're running a sniper, like, there's like, he's probably not going to deal with anything in IT. The sniper could be here, but because he knows that the team is a sniper, he's just spamming rockets at the corner. He's going to do it anyway, but he has to make sure he keeps spamming rockets here. So they can't just peek for free, and he gets the early call, specifically. I feel like... Okay. So he's gonna... He knows this is a situation where... They have a pick. Everyone on their team should be playing to do something. To just, like, help in some sort of way. And Blaze's role right here, since he's in IT right now, and since Banny, or either Banny's gonna counterattack, or Clockwork, or they're just gonna play Clockwork like really aggressively. But Blaze's role is to just peek right now, pretty much in IT. And you know that's a good thing to do for Froyo, for all of them to be helping. So Ascent could do something a little stupid, but it wouldn't be that stupid at the same time, where they just like push two players into Blaze because he knows that he's alone. That it's an option. I would very highly doubt they do that, but that is an option because you know that they're trying to help. Just a thing that you could do as the other team. I wouldn't expect it or anything, but it's a very like niche thing. Anyway, looks like they were just opting for a slow play with their sniper. I think it's 4-4. Yeah. So they're not trying to make much risk because they're on their own second, and if they don't want to be on their last with a 4-4 situation. This is critical moments right here. How does Furio manage to win or lose? They're playing so slow. Alright. So, because like nothing's happening in IT, like the only thing, if like Decime's not really getting shots or not able to get shots, his team's gonna try to make room for him. So the thing for Banny and Blaze and Duan to do are to lock out these chokes like really aggressively. So Blaze has to call that he's not watching IT though, and like a scout should be like a little bit wary of it, most likely. But it's kind of rough because they only have one scout, so it's kind of like a shitty situation where like you could right here kind of outplay Furio by having Shrugger just like delay really hard, and then the moment that he hears Blaze go for something or just bomb in general, not be in IT, Shrugger could have went behind a little bit through IT. But that's like the one risk, pretty much. But I'm sure Ash is trying to have eyes on like everything. The thing is, it's risky because like a scout wants to be on the high ground, and the only way to watch IT is not on the low ground as a scout. But whether or not Blaze made the right decision by doing that, yeah, I think like it's fine to do that every once in a while, to just bomb aggressively when they have a sniper and hold on the choke point. Okay, Cloudberry's dead though. I expect them to do something very aggressively, so I feel like Blaze and Banny, this is the moment where Blaze and Banny should be playing really aggressive, I feel like. Alright, and that's exactly what they do. Holy fuck. It was nasty. Why did I say they should play aggressive? Because they were just down one player, and they can expect the other team to play aggressively with their sniper. Alright. Both men's are dead, but Fragile spawning first. He's gonna small ad. They're gonna have to be able to fight second for sure. Hold second, rather. Ascent, that is, or Ronin. He's not looking to die right now in any of that situation. Alright, anyway. The other team had ad. I wasn't gonna pick. The other team had ad a little bit. So what he was trying to do is, he knows that the other team is most likely gonna pop instantly through the entrance because they have small ad. And he doesn't want to get caught by it. So he has to play, if he's playing 1 or 2, he has to play in a position where he gets the spot and still lives. Gets the spam and still lives, rather. Although, like I said, if you guys were watching it still in the beginning, he was playing right here. He was playing a force right here, and it was actually pretty effective. I've never really seen soldiers do that too often. Every time they went 1, he would just obviously get the force, because it's kind of like a weird place for a soldier to stand. But I don't think it was like that great or anything, just for a soldier to stand there. I think rollout or 5 is generally the play, above barrels or rollout. Or rotating between 1 and 2. Sorry, it's generally how you do it. Anyway, they have ad. Their team's going IT, so he knows that his team's going IT, and if his team pops through, he instantly wants to bomb as deep as he can. If his team's not popping through, he's just trying to bomb in to like at the pretty much the same time, but not die. Let's see. His team is getting in. He should have bombed deeper. It doesn't really matter. They're already out. Ronan's playing very scared right now because they don't want to die and they're 4-4. So really, popping through right there was like kind of. I'm sure they could have gotten that for free based off of the scoreline being 4-4 in grand finals. Not actually, but like you kind of read your opponents. Now they're in their last with this ad. And he's just looking for early spam to slow him down there now, without dying. Clogger gets 2 picks somehow. Like what did I just witness? They're down both scouts and now they can't do anything. And random. Alright. Clogger just got 3 fucking kills, dude. What the like of course there's a pause if no. I think a pause at a different time, but yeah. Okay, what's gonna happen now? They're down 2. Mela is either gonna go for a play or leave with this med. And the play is like to leave with this med because they have ad. Oh, they lagged out. Oh, that's lame. Huh. That sucks. I was gonna say, how the fuck does Clogger have 3 fucking kills when they have full dis? Alright, anyway, they get second for free. That was pretty lame. And my shit will never fix until the time of the pause elapses. No, I can't watch this demo. I don't know what's happening. Oh boy, what's happening right now? I don't know if that play was really necessary. The only reason to go for the demo pick was the only reason to go for a demo pick in those situations is to get the point for free, and they're already getting the point for free with Big Ad. To like make sure the demo can't lock the choke out, and he was already pushed out. I think they. All right. I don't. He shouldn't be like going this far forward. So the moment he was spawning and he sees his team as disad is he wants to instantly set up. His team also wants to instantly set up for a full disad situation where you want to get the force, and Blaze can die for it. I think it should be fine. Not necessarily needed, but it depends really on if you play in a way where all of your projectiles spam, and if you don't get it, then your soldier dies for it, and then hopefully you get it. Pretty much is the most standard thing to do. But they don't even push off their big ad. I don't know. They're just playing like pussies. Run in. Outdated. What's outdated? Spamming for a force? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? It was a thing then, and it's not a thing now, or it's a thing... Which one do you mean? How do you think you should get a force now? It's less of a thing now, but that's because fucking people feed for forces because they think it's necessary. Spamming for team is much faster. People are smarter. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. The teams kind of aren't really on the same level. Like Furriel will not die really for their forces as often. Though the times they'll die, like if they're dying for their forces, it's because they're playing like very aggressively, and like Eric and Blaze like in their faces with Yomps. But like if you play against like a Sun or something, like or a Mentality, literally any team, their soldiers just generally just solo bomb. And it's like very obvious. Wait, so what are you suggesting, Purple? If you don't feed for your force, but you don't spam for your force, how do you get the force? You don't get it at all? Is that what you're saying? Because they just pop through? I'm saying you don't focus it. Oh, yeah, like another alternative. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Another alternative is like focusing another side of the map. Or by spamming for force, I didn't mean the medic necessarily. Like, you spam like entrances. It's literally anything. It could be anything. That's all I meant. Literally anything. Generally, like it depends on the team. Yeah, it's the same idea. I feel like it really depends on the team and which players you you notice you can take advantage of. But obviously there's standard ways to do it, like shooting the scout is annoying as shit. Making sure that the soldier dies instantly when he bombs in, for example. Alright. So you can do it on any team? Yeah, no, I meant like, depending on the team you're playing against, focusing certain players when they walk through chokes is better. Because, like, you know, if Sai's on pocket and he's playing shotgun pocket, you know that you really shouldn't shoot him. You should shoot the players around him. Or you should just all tunnel him, either one. Like, you can really, like, you just all want to tunnel one player, pretty much. Against Furriel, like, tunneling Banny when he walks through a choke is super underrated. Super, super underrated. Yeah. Generally, like, focusing the combo scout when he walks through is really good. But if you're playing against a soldier who feeds, the soldier's also a good alternative. I mean, I don't think you should, like, necessarily, but I think it's good to call, like, a focused target when they walk in. And it's, yeah, the very first thing to do is the positioning. To have good positioning and being, like, ready for the setup, and then you call a focus target. I think that's generally the best way to do it. Like, the safest, most standard way to do it. Or, I guess you could do it another way where you just deny each of their players from obtaining a certain positional advantage. So say, like, it was process. Say it was process. I think. But sorry. I think they're gonna walk through choke. They're gonna go in through all these entrances. They could go all three entrances if they go choke. They could split like a couple players there and a couple players there, and like you want some players on your team like denying them from walking in. It's really like it's huge on the demo, to be honest. If the demo's not set up, it's really hard. And if the demo is not set up, it's on your soldiers just double bomb the choke, I feel like, or some shit. That was obviously not like that or anything, but kind of like a very aggressive double bomb into them. That's like generally the best way to do this, is like a standard setup, for example, is like, like what you watched in that POV was Duano would always trap IT and sewer, and what the other team could do is just fucking, they walk through choke. The moment they walk through choke, they just fucking double on them aggressively, and they just hard focus them. Maybe not one they walk through, but like when they really get in, when they get in through like here, your team plays pretty aggressively with heals and then bombs. And this is exactly like what Yomps and like Blaze would do. They would just fucking, when your team walks in, their soldiers would always be on top of you, but half the time they would live. In my opinion, if your soldiers spam a rocket at a door when something was walked through a choke, they're throwing. If your soldiers spamming a rocket at a door when something is, yeah, pretty much. I think this is like way too passive. If they're just spamming right here. But obviously, like, say it's like another choke point. Say it's like this one. This one. You should be able to get a force here every time. So a very classic one is your demo traps here. I feel like trapping shutters is really good, so that they can't go there for free. But if they do go shutter and you're playing like right here, then that's when you fucking bomb them like this or some shit. Or even better yet, you fucking just high bomb. Oh my god, that's awful. Or better yet, you just do a high bomb and they don't even see you, and then you just fucking land in their face. Like that's like really fucking really good. It's really hard to fight against. Instant aggression is how it should be played. Yeah, I totally agree. Actually, I think so. Like this situation, you should be able to get it with spam though. You don't even need any jumps. Say they go here, like you just spam them walking in. Like if your demo trap's there and they walk here, you're literally on top of them. This should be fine enough. Like literally, just doesn't matter. They should pop through with your team, like, cause your scout should also be like chipping them for like 40s or some shit right here, and you're like, they're gonna pop there. There's some entrances that you don't need to like bomb necessarily. Yeah, I think that's about everything, boys. Questions, comments, concerns? Because I'm going to stop streaming now. Who wins tonight, Ascent or Patty? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Sunshine. Honestly, if Mentality's playing well, they win. It's kind of that simple. If Patty's playing well, they win. Because, you know? I'm sure both teams just reviewed the demo of Sunshine from the match like 100 times. That's probably why. Why they didn't ban Sunshine? Because they were probably confident going into it, given the fact that they had Slummish instead. Probably not. They probably would have kept it regardless of their roster change. I mean, I don't know if this is something but they could have easily kept it. But I think they just probably were confident and like watched the demo a lot and they practiced it. They've obviously improved from the beginning of the season, but so have Mentality. Alright. I don't know. I don't see a reason for them to not like Sunshine. Although, I don't know. Are you saying that's Swizzle, or is it, or do you actually notice like a difference? Because I have no idea. I'm not really paying attention. Uh, the J. Any more questions? Comments? Concerns? I think I'll be ending the stream. I have to go. Goodbye. I remember him going for some really disconnected plays early in the season. Wasn't like I watched every game. Yeah. I mean, he still goes through some disconnected plays, but it's probably a lot better now. I'd imagine. It's hard to tell because sometimes scrims are shitty. Goodbye.